63. I don't know what is 63, but something is. 1097-654-321. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Word on the Street
Yes,
podcast.
sir.
Today we have a live studio audience, so shout out to the live studio audience.
Yeah.
Woo! We
Kinda like
appreciate you guys for
Australian.
watching episode 63. I hope you guys enjoyed the California content. It was fun
Yeah.
making that content for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it.
Shout out YouTube.
Shout out YouTube.
Just kidding.
We get paid from it. Shout out Goopa's mom.
Shout out my mom. Yeah, she was like, "Wait, so do you guys get paid?" And I was like, "No, I wish." She was like, "Wait, then why'd you do that?" And
Why
I
do
was
you?
like,
Why did you drive to Cali?
I was like, "All right, mom, you won't understand."
How do you feel? Like, do you ever question why we do this, or
No.
no?
No, I think, like I always say, you gotta be a little bit of crazy. You believe in this,
Yeah.
and I think, like, this is the stuff like that you hear. These are like the stories that like the Bobby Hundreds tell, like the things they were doing, like following bands back in the day. Like this is just that type of like path that you have to take. I feel like like back then you would follow the bands, and then you'd make their teas, and then they'd like that, and then all of a sudden people like the style of art that you make, and now you're making everyone's teas. Like I feel like it's just kind of the process.
I don't know if this is a good or a bad way of thinking about it, but we were the last interview at the Sandbox, bro.
Yeah, that was cool as
You
fuck.
know?
I didn't even know they were moving.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason he let us go.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna have this
Yeah.
office anymore after next week. So.
What do you think that?
Well, this is the address. Just kidding, imagine.
Do you think that Suede mural stays up? Yeah.
Yeah, until somebody paints over it.
I doubt they won't paint.
You don't think so?
No.
Well,
Everybody
hopefully it
loves
stays up
Suede.
forever, bro.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was a good. I mean, fuck, we're just getting right into it, I guess. LA was
Hello.
cool. We drove in on Friday
Yeah.
or over the night Thursday. Got there on Friday. It was raining when we started driving in.
Yeah.
Uber was driving in when we got there.
Yeah.
But luckily it only rained for that little bit, and then it kind of just dried up and stuff.
Bro, there's been floods since we left.
No way.
They've had like little flash floods.
Damn,
and
the
shit.
H2O boys leave LA and look what happens, bro.
We left the flooding.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But fucking, yeah, we got there on Friday, and then we're supposed to do the interview at noon. Yeah, we were fucking in the car, 69ing in the backseat.
That's insane.
We were supposed to do the interview at noon.
Yeah.
Blasey was busy or sleeping or whatever was going on.
You keep coming back to this, and I like making fun of you every time.
Fuck you.
But
I was a little bit like, I wasn't like upset like because we weren't gonna get the interview. I was more upset like if we literally drove all this way. I just felt bad, like fuck, like I just dragged Gooba along on this fairy tale dream type shit, like.
But that's like the whole part of the process too. You kind of have to like. You have to take those risks.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why, like, I'm always like,
bro, I was not locked in. Like going there, it was not locked in to even.
Like, I think it was pretty locked in. Like, cause he could have ghosted you. Like the whole time, he could have never even responded back.
That's true.
And then we could have left, and then he could have been like, never answered you ever again.
He did post on his story when like people didn't want to help him move his office. He's like, if a man's word is like shows you like how much integrity he has, so like if a man can't keep his word, then you're a little bitch,
Yeah.
So something along those lines. So the fact that I can stand true that Blasey does keep his word, bro. We fucking we're just some random ass people. He let us come to his office and shit, But, yeah. Anyway, that didn't happen. So then we just pivoted. We hit the Stizzy store real quick. We went to the hotel. That's stuff you guys didn't see on the vlog because Gooba had that footage and it didn't send to me till like 4 days after I edited the vlog, bro.
Yeah.
And then we went to the fucking hotel. We were able to check in like 4 hours early. Shout out fucking Jeremiah, bro.
Shout out Jeremiah. Never got.
Isn't that like a Bible? Isn't that a guy in the Bible? Live studio audience, is Jeremiah in the Bible? She said yes. All right, so Jeremiah is in the Bible. So fucking.
What's his story? Make it up.
I don't know. He's the guy
that's Moses.
There was no famine. There was no famine.
No fapping?
There was no fapping.
There was no
fapping back in the day. Jesus was like, no fapping. That you cannot follow me.
And Jeremiah
was like, you know what, Jesus, it's okay. And he got some like old school Playboys, like back in the day Playboys, like Jerusalem Playboys.
Had the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, it was like that, and it was like fucking nuns and shit, and
like camels and shit.
Type shit, bro. Like there was like a bunch of little like sheep, and then they were like showing fucking pussy.
Titties and pussy on the sheep.
Yeah, on the sheep. And then he's like, crazy. Look at this. And then he showed it to Jesus, and Jesus was like, that picture of Jesus where he's like holding the finger out? That was when he saw. That's when he saw Jeremiah say that, and he's like, I see the light now. That's when Jesus said like, in the scriptures, like I see the light.
Because after he looked at all the Playboy magazines.
Yep, and he's like, you know what, Jeremiah, fapping. So that's where fapping started from. Shout out Jeremiah.
And then Jesus became
for not only creating fapping, but also letting. That's back then they put gooner in the Bible.
Yeah,
Jeremiah, bro.
Jeremiah
3:16. You will goon again, you know.
You will goon until forever. We goon again. Until we goon again.
No, until goon does us part. Yeah. Bro, why are you reading that? Like if there's topics on it, you have nothing on.
Bro, chill, bro. They don't know that. Ghostwriting. But I mean, all right, continue. Where are we at?
So then we got to the hotel. Shout out Jeremiah. And then we went to the motel store, and that's where we got the hurricane figure from. We went to the motel store.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of figures. It was cool the way it was sectioned out. It was like everything that they make was like Legos or whatever, like all in sections. From the girls section was over there of everything they make, and then the men's section. So it wasn't mixed together.
Girls and boys section, dog. It wasn't no men's section. Well, there should be no men, bro. There should be no men shopping at that store.
That's true. I felt, and then you know what I thought about? Never mind. But anyway, we fucking are in the store. We find the figures. They had like Brown Breakers. They had a bunch of racist ass old men Hulk Hogan figures, and they had fucking the Hurricane. They had a couple other people. I was looking for mainly CM Punk, but when I saw the Hurricane, I was like, Brian, what? I need to buy the Hurricane. So
yeah, they had CM Punk, but like a basic.
Yeah, nobody wants a basic, bro. Who wants a basic figure? Yeah. But yeah, shout out that. And then we went back to the hotel. Gooba slept. I slept, and I couldn't really sleep the first day. I kind of felt out of place. I couldn't really sleep. Like I would sleep, but I kind of kept waking up. I don't know. It was weird. It was loud. We were on the fucking top floor, and it was loud as fuck. People kept like yelling. The cleaning ladies every day were yelling every day. Like, bro, I'm not gonna tip you guys, but y'all don't even let me sleep. Google it, like you were out.
I was gonna say you had such a different experience than I did. I slept like if I was in heaven, bro.
I could not sleep, bro.
Like I was
you
out.
Were, bro. I was yelling your name at some points, and at some points I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let him sleep.
That's how I felt. Tired. What night was that?
When I was
it the Blasey? When was it the interview? Oh no, it was when we were gonna go to the beach.
I think.
Or was it for the event? Oh no, it's for the Jolly Rogers event where we had fallen back asleep after we had gone on a walk.
Oh yeah.
And then I woke up and it was about to be like 10, and I just started screaming your name and you wouldn't wake up. But I didn't want to go touch you because
what if I died?
Nah.
What if I was dead and you're like, what the fuck? You would have just gone to the event.
I would have gone to the event, smoked some weed.
Come back and be like, oh no.
Oh no, Omar's dead. Jesus Christ, why are you being nasty today, boy?
I'm sorry. But yeah, fucking, we slept and then we
speaking of, hold on, since we passed the Blasey interview, we didn't really get into it, but the week before we came to California, Blasey was doing some wholesale, like a lot of wholesaling.
Yeah, I didn't ask him about that.
And we didn't get to talk about it, so there's not really like the question that I want to ask him won't really correlate to you, but like, what do you think? I guess. Because I feel like that's a really good goal, being able to wholesale, and then you select who you want to wholesale your stuff to, instead of just being like Zoomies gets this every month. Mm-hmm. But like, that's where the 80-20 rule really plays a big part, or whatever, where it's like that 20% of stuff that's gonna make you the most margin. But how do you decide that, and then be like, okay, we should wholesale this real quick?
I think it just kind of like. You know what sells well or not, like It's like you see that shit, bro. Like I just dropped those doctors, and
I was gonna say, so is that something for you? Like
for the last 3 days, I've had like 40 people consistently like hitting the site every day, Yeah. So that's good. That's like however many 120 people or whatever on the website in the last 3 days, and think about 120 people walking into your store just because you dropped 2 items. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of people. So. It just kind of like you realize like, okay, this is the stuff people like. This is kind of like, like there's people commenting like, oh, that's a Dr. Simi, and they know what it is, and it's like, okay, this correlates to people and not just like. So you realize when a product is gonna work. Or not. Yeah. Like he said, like the Sparkaroo, he didn't think it was gonna work, but once that shit sold out like this, he made 4 different colorways. Yeah. Because it works, and it's like once you realize that shit works, like you kind of know like keep those items in stock. I think it's gonna be like that jacket that I wore for the interview. Since he keeps saying that shit keeps selling out, That's one of those items he's just gonna keep remaking because everybody wants it. And like he said, he doesn't like to be sold out, so he's gonna just keep making all this shit. And look at the Ash on Me Ashleys now. There's 4 different colorways of that. So
the white one, a black one, the Asian one. And
there's so many different ones. So it's like once you realize like this is a product that works, especially Blasey, it's not like me when like, oh, this product worked, but I don't want to make it anymore. Blasey's like, oh, that worked, let's keep making
money,
it, bro.
Yeah. I think also like the numbers is like uncomprehensible. Like
Yeah, he's
to
probably
us,
making, and like he probably has to make 5,000.
yeah.
So he has to wholesale.
Yeah, so that's what I was
But
gonna say too. Like for us, that's like something that's so a different fucking whole world. Like it's not even something that we can comprehend yet either. Where it's a cool idea to think about, but then actually thinking about it, and you're like, holy shit! Like to be able to even wholesale, you need to have thousands of digits.
I
Like
mean, we talked to the guy that did his shipping.
yeah,
It's just me and another guy.
yeah,
And it's like, bro, like he told us how many orders they're shipping out.
yeah,
And like, bro, just think about that. Like if that's just a website, imagine everything else that he has. Like he sells stuff at Ignite, La Brea, stuff like that. And if he's trying to wholesale now more, like, and it just helps you ramp up your numbers and it helps you make money on the back end. Let's say your order number is $10,000 for however many items you're getting, right?
yeah,
And then you go and you wholesale half of it,
yeah,
and you wholesale half of it for 10,000.
yeah.
So
You
now
make
all
all
the
your
other half that you have, that's all profit, bro.
yeah,
That you sell on your website, you're running a profit because you already made your 10,000 back from this wholesale, you know?
yeah,
So it's like once you figure that out, and like sometimes where you realize like when you're making 50 items, it costs like $20 more to make 100 items.
yeah.
So it costs $20 more to make 50 more. But for me,
Imagine,
I'm like, I don't have space for 100.
yeah,
I barely have space for the 50, you
50.
know? So like it would make sense to make 100, then I can sell some to like thrift hood, stuff like that, but I just don't have space.
Yeah,
But when you're Blasey and you're working with 5,000, it probably is like tenths of cents to make 5,000 more and get 10,000. And he does have the space probably, and he does have the means of being able to get it out there because everybody wants his shit.
that's where I was gonna
So
head next. Is like it's also very crazy to think like how desirable like all his stuff is to be like if he's selling out on his website and there's still people that are wanting to wholesale it at his store.
mhm.
All those sales that are at other people's stores are unaccounted for. So
Yeah.
it's like even if they don't follow him, but they go into the store just to get this clothing, you realize how much like push he really has.
Mhm.
So I think that's another crazy thing to even think about because it's obviously being able to make 100 sales is sick, but imagine you're making fucking like 5,000 sales on your website and then 3,000 more, but 3,000 of those sales you don't even know who it is. Like
Yeah.
that's just elsewhere. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely he's getting tapped into like a good market, and he's doing it in a good way where it's not like he's just being like, okay, zoomies, okay, that like put all my shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like so, I mean, I think he's doing a good job, like the way he's working everything. I mean,
yeah,
he's killing it. We saw his office before it was taken down, and
yeah,
fuck, bro, he's definitely killing it.
yeah. I
My
also
question is, I wonder what he's gonna do with all the fucking cones that were on the floor.
you probably throw them
There was
away.
so many, bro. It looked like somebody opened a 1,000 pack of cones and just dumped it on the floor,
They
bro.
probably get so fucked up and high that they just kind of like and like drop shit all the time and then just don't
Bro,
fucking.
do you know the two little toys I picked up, the bear
Oh
and
yeah,
the Mario Kart thingy?
yeah.
They were on the table on the last podcast that they did.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they were on the table, and they were on the floor. If I didn't pick
Yeah,
them up, they would have probably stayed on the floor. But it was so funny that they were on the like the edge of the table right where I left them.
yeah.
So it was funny. I saw that. I was like, yo, I was playing with those when I was over there. But yeah, well, we slept, woke up, went to go eat some burgers, and then just to like kill some time, went to the office. We were at Blasie's office. Outside, it was kind of weird. A lady came up to us and she was like, "Where are you guys going? It's $20 to park here." And I was like, "Fuck it, $20." And it looked like security. So I was like, $20 is $20. And then I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Are you going to the strip club or where?" And we're like, "No, we're not going to the strip club. Like we're trying to do an interview." And then she was like, "Oh, to that building with the." And then I was like, yeah. And then we fucking she's like, okay, what's free parking then if you're gonna go to that building? And we're like, all right, for sure. So then we go to that. I was like, I'm trying to think, like, did I dox him by saying strip club? But he doesn't work at
No,
that
it doesn't
office
even
anymore,
matter.
so it doesn't even matter.
It's a money
Anyways,
sign suede mural on the
yeah,
side of the
that's
wall.
true.
It doesn't matter.
So anyway, fucking uh we I'm like, fucking, I lost my train of
Oh
thought.
well,
So
we're
yeah,
about to
so
go
she's like,
in.
what building? And I was like, that building. And she's like, okay, well, it's free parking right there. So then fucking we go in, and then we had to get like buzzed in, like it was like a camera, like
It
looking
was
at
so
us.
hilarious
Yeah,
because when we get in and he instantly starts screaming, "Shut the door! Shut the door!"
yeah,
And I was like already so nervous, and so I was like, "Oh my god, we fucked up! We
yeah.
fucked up!" I was
So then I
literally,
shut the door and I locked it, but we
yeah.
weren't supposed to
He's
lock
like,
the
"No,
door.
don't ever
Yeah.
lock the door."
So yeah, well, that was scary. I was like, shut the door, but don't lock it. It doesn't really make sense, you know. But anyway, I went to go back, unlock the door. We waited for him. He was like doing like a meeting, and we were like sitting at the pod setup, really, like we were just like right there. And I just felt like so nervous the whole time. And then the homie that was there was super nice. I forgot his name, but he was super nice. Like he started talking to us. At first, it felt like he was kind of like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" But then after we started talking more and more, kind of like he felt like he broke a shell a little bit. So that was cool. And then we got called back to his office. We did the interview real quick. It was kind of weird. I didn't know what we should just start setting up or not. So I just did. I just kind of just started setting
It
up,
also
and then
seemed like he kind of was just like, "Are you guys gonna do it or
yeah, like so
not?"
what, you know? So yeah, I just kind of started setting up, and we did that, did the interview, and then we headed out of there, and it was good. It was a good interview, good vibes the whole time. Like I felt like everybody there was just chilling and shit. It was like 4 or 5 of us or something like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
His team is super cool. He's a good guy. Got good people around him. I think it's just super cool. Like I've had this conversation a few times before we left and getting back. It's like there's not very many like American, Mexican, like first generation designers or even just Hispanic designers that are very worldly known or anything like that. Like as of right now, the what's his fucking name? I keep blanking, but he like just blew. Like he's been famous, but he's been getting a lot of shine right now, like Paris Fashion Week and shit. But it's cool to be around those type of people per se because it's like for one we don't have a lot of that here, and for two it's like goddamn we're like almost the same person. Obviously we're not the same person, but like it's so cool to be able to see somebody really execute the dream, and then you'd be like, holy shit, you're doing it and your kind of surroundings and where you're at, your environment's way worse than where I'm at. Like it's so possible. I think that was like the biggest thing I took from it is like to be able to just live off of like being able to design and do the clothing and where now you're like, oh, I can do wholesale too. Like it's whatever I want to do. Like I think that's the craziest part. And then if you look at it like he has an office in LA or wherever it's at now, and then he lives out there in LA as well. He's got a fucking nice ass car. Like obviously it's all about the freedom at the end of the day, like that's the goal, but to be able to see how much he's achieved with his brand to actually like achieve the freedom is a crazy thing.
Bro, that area was scary too. I felt like we were gonna
No,
die. It
that
was
was not
pretty
in a
scary,
scary area.
bro.
No.
When we were driving up, like,
Everything at night looks scary.
but it looked pretty scary though, dog.
You go to anywhere near a
Yeah,
strip
that's
club,
true, but
anywhere near a strip club in LA, you go at
yeah,
night, it's gonna
that's
be
true.
scary.
You're right.
I think it's
It was like
just
sketchy. Like the whole area just kind of feels so sketchy.
I don't know. I think that's just a misconception of like LA and California where it's like, oh, it's dangerous all way everywhere you go and all that.
That's why I felt good where we parked because it was like right in front of that, like across the street. I was like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
good, you know. Like,
But I mean, it's not that bad. Like there's never like this time we went, we didn't even deal like any homeless people. Like
yeah, it was so chill.
yeah,
We
like
didn't deal with nothing.
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's always just a misconception.
I
Like
feel more
if
comfortable. Like every
you
time I go, I feel
if you know where
more
you're going and shit, like there's no reason to be. And the other thing too is like we're never in areas
better sketchy.
where we're gonna be in a sketch situation or where we're gonna be like, oh shit, we shouldn't be here. So I think
And
like
I feel like the main thing too is like when it's nighttime, we just go in and we sleep. It's like
yeah,
we're not out like doing no bullshit, you know? Because it's like when you're even like even if we were out like fucking skating or tagging or whatever, like you're gonna get into some shit
you'll definitely get into
just
some
because it's
shit.
nighttime, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
No, yeah, I think like yeah, the it's cool. I think like the nightlife and all that, as long as you're doing just that type shit too, it's safe. But yeah, like
Even then, you
going
don't know what
beyond
if
by
some random ass guy pulls up to the club and just starts fucking shooting that shit up, you know? Like it's just
that
like
can happen here though.
yeah, it can, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you don't even want to
But
fucking
there's
risk
more
that
of a
shit.
possibility of that happening here than over there. Like
I think so, but
guns are illegal over there, so
that's why I didn't even go out here, bro. I'm like fuck all that bullshit.
yeah, no.
All it takes is for fucking Gooba to go talk to the wrong girl, and here we
I
are,
don't even
fucking
fucking talk to girls,
getting
so you have
getting
nothing to
shot,
worry about.
getting shot up, bro. Going to the wrong girl in the cowboy bar, and then here we are.
No, I don't even
um,
talk to women.
so that was Friday. Saturday went to a Puffco event, pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Seeing
was
all the
sick.
people and cool. It was basically a mini sesh,
Yeah, it was
and
cool.
then
Got to meet a lot of good people.
the Fidel's event was like a big sesh, basically like a
Yeah,
big sesh with vendors. Do you
yeah.
think we'll ever have something like that here?
As much as I hate this saying, in 5 years perhaps, if we can get weed recreationally, but there's so much going on in the world right now, especially here. Like I doubt that's anything that's like next in line is making weed recreational. So I don't think so. But then again, I like having to go out to LA to do those events because it makes it so much more special.
Mm.
And if hash was everywhere, it wouldn't be as like.
People kept asking us, like, "Do they have these in Utah?" Like, no, bro. What the fuck?
No.
Why would we have these in Utah, bro? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They used to have like glass, like where you hang out, like glass meetings here. Like there's like, because it is a culture, like a niche culture. Like
Mm.
there is the glass people and all that. So I mean, if you can find the crowd of heady people, I'm pretty sure they have like little meetups where they
Yeah,
just sesh and
probably.
shit.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it's the same shit with like what Eric Khan was doing like a few years back, where they would like go
The
to his
secret
homie's
sessions or whatever.
restaurant, yeah, and they do like the secret sesh, eat and all that shit. Like I think that's all it is. It just takes having like a location, having enough people that are gonna pitch in and also bring in stuff, and then fucking like. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if we had a community like that. At the end of the day, Utah is a hype state where they just follow trends and hypes. So I feel like if hash and all that shit just becomes trend and hype, it won't be good. Like
Bro,
it's
I'm not ready for when everybody becomes like a weed dealer.
everyone is already a weed dealer, bro. I've been
But
dealing with that for the last 10 years.
I
Like
guess I'm not in that culture yet,
yeah,
or
no,
in
like
so.
since junior high, like everyone wanted to be a weed dealer, especially here where like it's the standard is so low because everyone thinks of Utah so highly. So like, it's like, oh, like you don't need to be a drug dealer because it's so nice here. So everyone's like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna be a drug dealer because I'm poor and like, or I'm gonna be the most successful drug dealer in Utah. So I think everyone buys 3 carts and then they're like, let's sell them. I'm plugged now. So that's how it starts. Like people buy half ounce and then they're like, oh, I can flip this and
But what I'm saying is like how it is to like the Fidel's level where they have like booths and shit. Like, you know how everybody wants to have a clothing brand booth right now? Like,
yeah, but
I'm not
that's
ready for that. Like,
it takes so much money to do that.
yeah,
Like people here in Utah don't have
they're
that.
a bunch of idiots, bro. That
Like the
have them.
Fidel's money, like to do what Fidel's does, like he charges what he charges because like how much it takes.
Bro, he had like team. He had a team working for him.
Yeah.
I just kept seeing him in every other booth basically because like
Well, he
he had a
runs. He has
team.
to check
Yeah,
in on
yeah, but he
everything.
had like
Yeah.
a team working for him, which was fire. That was
Yeah.
fire to see. Like, that's how you run a successful event. You have your pop up. You have your team that works for you, and you go
And you
run the
check on
event yourself.
everything.
You
Yeah.
know, and you're still making your own money. You're not losing out on money. Like, because when you go to events, you can't not be at your booth.
Yeah.
You know, but he has people at his booth at all times. Like, bro, and the line goes by fast. Like, it's that line for his booth was out the door, bro. That shit was a long ass line.
Yeah. Also, that's another thing I learned is just like the scale of things. Like obviously here, like the scale is so much smaller. Because even for a weed event, like the clothing pop ups don't even get as big as that fucking weed event. So
Yeah, that shit was
like
fucking huge.
like you said, imagine if people had weed vendors here, it wouldn't even be as successful though because people don't even show off for like the easy, simple stuff. Like people can't even buy a $40 shirt. You think they're gonna buy a fucking $70 hash hole? Like
Maybe.
I don't know. I guess yeah. I guess
Maybe
yeah.
fiends, bro. They're fiends out here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like also it's just like the scalability of it all. Like here, also like the wholesaling. Like there's only a few stores. Goddamn, you could sell like wholesale to here. I feel like, and even then, it's not gonna be quantities like we could imagine Blasi's doing. But I think here you would probably do 50 to maybe even 100 per like say Fi's, Top Shelf, and Thrift Hood. Like 50 shirts at Thrift Hood is gonna oversaturate one of the racks because they don't have multiples of anything there. So
Mm.
even they probably only want 10 shirts because if they have 50 of one shirt,
Well, I'm pretty sure Thrift's only gonna put like a small, medium, large, XL
yeah,
out.
type shit. So I think even then, like, okay, that already knocks off a big number. Fice might buy like a good 50 for sure, but then it's like that's only 10, of each
But
size.
what are you doing to make these stores want to buy your clothes, though?
That's the other thing
You
too,
know,
yeah.
because they're not gonna just buy your clothes because
Well,
like,
and
you know how many people go in there like I have like 801 fucking
brand,
Beehive brand
yeah.
and I want to sell you my shirts. They're gonna be like, no, bro, fuck you. Like you
Well,
you gotta
that's the
be
other
doing
thing too
something.
that I realized that Blasi did, where it's like you don't ask people, like it's like the saying goes, like if you're not invited, don't ask to come type shit. He posted, he was like,
If you want
oh,
wholesale,
who
come to
wants
me.
wholesale?
Yeah,
Come DM me. Yeah, he wasn't out texting people type shit. He let people come to him. So I think that's like you said. What are you doing to make your brand stand out that much? If people already see the value in his stuff like that, where they are DMing him to get this amount of numbers, I think that's what you have to look at and be like, okay, how can I blueprint this to make my brand this desirable?
mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, like you said, what are you doing to make your brand desirable and valuable to make anybody want your shit in the store? So Yeah, that's a really good big thing to really look at is like you don't have credit until like someone's asking about you without someone else bringing you up, like in your circle.
Yeah.
Like somebody else should be like, "Oh, where's that hoodlum brand that's always with you guys, or where's this hoodlum brand this time?" Like usually at every event, and you're like, "Oh shit, I don't know." And then like I feel like stuff like that where people now are questioning it, and then they're like, "I really remember this brand because I fuck with him." But if you're just another brand to them that they're gonna forget by tomorrow, like, yeah, Feist isn't gonna want you. Like, yeah, I don't know. That was stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, and I feel like also a lot of the time it's like people are like, I don't know, I feel like they're too cool where they're like, you have to want me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like kind of, it's also the way you carry yourself, like you can't act like you're the shit. Like you kind of have to be, carry yourself well. If not, that why would they want your shitty, like, attitude brand in their story, like
yeah,
when someone asks like what brand this is, I'm like, I don't know, some guy that had a shitty ass attitude, like they're not gonna want to have your brand here. And I feel like a lot of people, like, attitude goes a long way. Like I know a lot of people that just have such a shitty attitude, bro, and it's like I don't even want to be around you, bro. If
yeah,
fucking you act like you're the shit, just because
yeah.
you have a clothing brand, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's another thing. And like I said, the scales to it. Even being able to kind of get into, we're barely fucking dipping our toes into like these bigger circles. I think like even something like that, like if we let shit like this get to our head and we're like, yeah, but we interviewed Blasey, bro. Like, like it's the same shit. Like, yeah, that attitude's not gonna want anyone to fuck with you.
You can say it in a nice way, like to get another interview.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, definitely for sure. But
and I
even,
did do it, and it did work. I did do it, and it did work when we talked to Fidel.
oh yeah,
It did work. So
but even then, like I think, like I said, your name kind of has to speak for yourself in a way. Like you have to just bring that vibe and energy. I think like for personal experience, you definitely have that. I mean, seeing firsthand at like the Fidels and at the Puffco and everything, like you bring that energy where it's just like, oh shit, like this is somebody, so I should probably introduce myself and we should probably interchange information. You just kind of bring that vibe to the table where like, yeah, you're not like all cocky or like this is me. I have a clothing brand. You should talk to me like I'm famous. I think there is that difference. So you have found like the perfect balance because you're genuinely interested in other people too. But I think a lot of people sometimes get so not self-conscious, so infatuated with themselves that they think they're more important than actually what's going on around them. So I think like you have such a perfect balance where it's like, oh, I care what's going on around me too because this person might be doing something just as cool as me. So yeah, I think don't think your shit doesn't stink because everybody's shit fucking stinks.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like to be like very friendly and everything, and I don't know. You never know who the fuck you're gonna meet at any event, and the fact that I guess I have such a good energy that people could just remember me off of that because so many people, fuck you, so many people were like, just like, oh, I remember you, or oh, I've met you before, or whatever,
Yeah.
and like that to me was like, what the fuck?
And that's what I'm saying too. It's like, and you don't. It wasn't even by name, or you didn't have to be like, "Oh, we've met before." Remember? Like it was just kind of like, "Oh, I do kind of like remember you, like from
And in
experience."
a
And
place where they probably see so many people, and the people like we were meeting, like they should have no reason to remember anyone that
yeah,
they meet,
well,
Like,
that's like I feel that way. This is gonna be my story right now has no scale or anything near to yours, but I feel this exact same way. Like to the Quick Pick, it's like the little corner store I go to. But I've been going there since like junior high. And then I became really close with them in like high school. But like till this day, like I can go without months, like not going. And then I'll go in and they'll be like Dylan, and like they'll be super happy to see me. And like I'm like, how the fuck you guys see like so
yeah,
many people one day? How do you remember?
but you remember me.
Yeah.
Probably because they're like, oh, that guy's gonna steal. Watch him.
No,
Watch him. Watch
no,
him.
they're funny. Like they know me. Like if I go in there and I'll buy like candy and no beer, they'll be like, "No beer today," and I'll be like, "This guy."
That's funny.
But no, yeah,
The
it's
other day was so weird. We went to go eat
yeah,
for Valentine's Day. We went to go get dinner, and then she went to the bathroom, and then one of the waiters comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, I have a question." And I was like, "What's up?" And then she's like, "Are you Hoodlum?" And I was like, yeah." And she's like, "I thought I recognized you. Like, I follow your brand. Really, it's really cool." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I felt so
damn, you're
weird though.
famous. I
No, I
told
fucking told you he was
you.
gonna
I
say that.
told you you're
No,
famous.
bro. I was so
I
weirded
knew
out. I
it.
was like, what? I was like, I'm just trying to eat my steak, bro.
Oh, you're not even gonna be able to go out anymore here in the
Nah,
future.
bro.
That's crazy.
That's why I was wearing a hoodie.
What does it feel like to be a celebrity?
No, no, no.
No,
Not a
I think that's
celebrity.
cool though. Like as funny as it is, and they make fun of you and all that, but you want that recognition at the end of the day.
What if like she's like his brand actually sucks, but she like like,
no, nobody does
nice.
that. I know that because I don't even like talking to people. So if it's
really?
like if I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna lie to this guy. I'd be like, his brand is super cool.
It's like one time I think I saw Eric Hahn or someone talking about like, I hate when people take pictures with me and they don't post them. Like, why did you take the picture? Why did you take the picture and not tag me?
That is true. That's how I feel.
What if they just took the picture to be like, look at this bum I saw
That's
today,
how I feel at Venice Beach.
Well, when people were recording,
taking pictures, it's like, what are you doing with this picture?
What if they like, this guy isn't even big and look at
his stupid ass.
That was so weird. People were recording you, bro.
I still can't believe it. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Spooky, scary, hilarious.
So that was on Sunday. So yeah, Saturday we did that. Sunday went to Venice Beach for Cuba. Had some burgers. I think those burgers are so fucking good. If you guys are ever on Venice Beach or in downtown LA, try Burger She Wrote. That shit was so good. I got the Oklahoma style that has like the caramelized onions.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, it was so good, bro. Like those onions, I love them, bro. It was so good.
You love them?
Yeah, and then the one that's on Venice has like the Sponto mural right next to it.
Yeah.
That was Sponto's favorite burger place. So if you guys are ever in Venice, go check it out.
I don't know about that.
Such a good burger spot. And then we fucking slept on the street for like 2 or 3 hours.
All right, don't say like that. We slept in the car.
We slept in the car on the street for fucking like 2 hours or 3 hours.
I think it was 3.
And then I think it was more like 3 hours because we were just so tired. Went to Archie's and ate like fat asses.
Yeah.
And then after we went to Kiss and fuck Dover Street Market, yo. Let's get into it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Dover Street Market. Fuck Dover Street Market and fuck that opium weirdo that works there.
And we could have clouded off of that way more too.
Bro.
We could have sent it to fucking.
We could have sent it to Stay Grounded.
Yeah, we could have clouded off of that shit insanely.
Shit, we still could, bro.
But you know what?
We're not that type of podcast.
Honestly, we should still do it because they have an automated message that send me a
heart. Yeah,
and they like my story. Like, bro, I just posted your guy being racist. Yeah, you hearted my shit. Bet like y'all stand by that.
It's funny, and it's funny to me when like whenever stores say can't record, to me it just record more discreetly. You know?
Yeah. So, well, then the other guy was saying with cameras.
Yeah, like we literally heard him. Like the one guy asked, "Well, you can't record in here." Like, well, you can unless you have a professional camera. I don't know why they're being weird to them. They're just being weird to us, weirdos. Fuck Dover Street Market.
Yeah.
And like Gooba said, there was some shit I actually wanted to buy in there, but their energy, like I wanted to buy that Comme des Garçons Wally, but their energy wasn't.
The Wally one? The watermelon?
The like the
other
fucking
cool one,
like zipper looking one.
Yeah.
I thought that was just cool to just have stuff in like a little pouch, you know, like whatever, bro. It was a cool little pouch, and it looks like something else, like juxtaposition, you know. But like, fuck that, bro. I was like, fuck your guys' energy. Fuck Dover Street Market. Whoever runs Dover Street Market in LA, you can suck my little penis.
Wow. Fuck you guys. We should expose you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna expose myself to you guys.
Oh, that's crazy. But that shit was crazy. Dover Street Market. I like the way it's cultivated though. I wish we had something like that. I like the way you're cultivated. So it was really good organized. The aesthetic was alright, but I don't know. I feel like those high brand stores don't really mean much to me. I wish they could have had like they should be more.
I like Bodega better. Bodega's way nicer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
you're gonna go to a store in LA, go to Bodega. Fuck Dover Street Market.
Those like high brands, just I don't know. It's not really anything for me, anyways.
Like, I can't afford anything in there, anyways.
Apparently, yeah. Like, and that's the thing. That's the type of people that are in there that are
fucking
like
assholes,
just douchebags that are like, yeah. So it's like I don't want to be in your store, anyways. Like.
So that same day, Sunday, Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Some are saying that it's the worst Super Bowl performance ever. Some are saying that Drake is the only reason Kendrick is popular. But regardless what you said, it's still the most fucking watched Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
More watched than fucking Michael Jackson. So
it's
funny that the diddler has less views than the kid talking about a guy diddling, you know? So.
The diddler.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
I don't know. There was like a few different opinions on that I had, like that I've heard so far. I mean, for one, like for the super diehard fans for Kendrick, one of the opinions I heard was like the catalog of music he chose wasn't like the best.
Well, this is why. Top Dog Entertainment owns everything else.
No.
Kendrick Lamar owns everything he performed except for All the Stars.
Yeah.
With SZA. So that's the reason he performed what he performed is he owns that music.
Yeah,
so he's gonna get paid off. Why are you gonna give someone else money that you know?
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Like on the like super super deep side. Yeah, because that was a big thing. Was like, oh, like, because this is the biggest moment for you, is like, performing at the Super Bowl. Because I was talking about it with my boss yesterday at GNC. I
Shout out
forgot where I
Julio.
worked. But he was talking to me. What were we saying? We are talking about like he didn't know that Kendrick Lamar was beefing with Drake, and so it was just funny for me to be like, oh, it's crazy how like
Crazy,
the
scary,
people on
spooky,
the
and
other
hilarious.
side now, that don't really follow any of this rap beef stuff are barely finding out about like this whole rap beef.
Yeah.
Or even like they're
I
not
did
like
have like
us.
my older coworkers when I went back to my warehouse job.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, Omar, I didn't know that Drake was beefing with Kendrick."
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Oh my, what the fuck?" Like that's
And then, or
crazy.
even like with "They're Not Like Us," he was like, "I can't stand it now." He's like, "That shit's been overplayed on the radio," and I'm like, "You should have when it first released.
It
That's
was way
exactly
more
how it
crazy.
was."
Yeah,
So it's funny to be like, "Holy shit!" Like the way that,
it's barely reaching the mainstream
yeah, the
audience.
mainstream demographic, yeah. And so, yeah, the first argument I heard was like he didn't play his best songs. Then the second one, like you said, a lot of it was like super like Drake based. I feel like he did focus a lot on Drake, and I get it, you're trolling, like it's all over now, or so we think. But I think at the end of the day, it's also like this was your
But don't you think
one
if
moment.
if Drake was up there and it was roles reversed, Kendrick was the diddler and Drake was the, don't you think he would be doing the same shit? Think about how long Drake till like this day Drake talks about that Meek Mill shit that happened fucking back in the day, and people don't say not one thing about that.
But
Drake
because
still
nobody
fucking back to back
cares.
and shit,
Like
bro.
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, but it's just
Like
like
you
when
don't
Kendrick does it now, it's
hear.
like, oh wow, corny. But it's like, well, Drake has been doing that shit for the last 10 years for the
But
fucking
nobody
Meek Mill
cares
shit.
about Drake. Like I think Kendrick's standard is so high to be like, oh, you're stooping so low to continuously like
Yeah, but
punch the
that's what we
punching
say
bag.
when Kendrick is just a hood motherfucker that got money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like people care about Kendrick. You can't
Deep
like
down,
the
he's a troll,
Drake.
bro. Deep
Well, they're all
down,
trolls, yeah.
yeah. So
But
look
I
at
don't
50
know.
Cent, bro. 50 Cent has more money than all these motherfuckers, but he's still buying front row seats to the other shows
This
just so the
guy, the
fucking
one
people don't
time
show
that
up.
he did that.
But still, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah, but I mean, no, there's definitely like a lot of things like that. But I just think,
okay, and you guys are talking about the one time Kendrick talked about Drake at the Super Bowl. He was only
but
done
it's
it.
a one-time thing.
Okay,
Like you don't get it back
well,
again.
he's only gonna buy
I
tickets
think
one
it was
time
just
too.
like the way I look at it is like you should really just like you should have taken it for yourself and cataloged it. Like, oh, okay, this is about me. Like I'm gonna show everyone.
But
And,
regardless, you're still talking about him.
and then there was another thing.
His stream
There's
still
the
went up.
third one. His streams went up a fuck ton. The third one was that there was two different confusions. One that it was just a black guy on there screaming black shit, and then that, yeah, no, that was one of
That's
them.
what my dad thought.
And then the other one was like, oh wow, this black guy really loves America. America is great. Like those were the
But
last
if
two.
you really look into the performance, though,
But
he was calling out America.
but the people don't understand that. Like
I
if you don't know
know,
who Kendrick
bro.
is, you're not gonna be like,
You
oh,
don't
this is the rapper. You have to analyze everything he says and
bro.
does.
You
Like,
don't. But hey, he did it though. That's what I'm saying. Look, he took.
but it's so stupid. I think it's just beyond stupid to be like, look into the deeper meaning of
That's
this.
Kendrick though,
Like,
bro. Kendrick is not dropping like a piece of merch without it be having fucking 7 double entendres, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
but like Charlemagne the God was talking about this, and like he said, like he could have
why is it
played.
corny to try? Why is it so corny to
He's not
try now?
trying though.
He is.
That's not trying. He could have played Blacker the Berry, Sweeter the Juice or whatever.
Do you think that they would
And
have let him do that?
he did what he. They let him call
Yeah.
Drake a pedophile on TV.
Well, yeah, but you think they would have let him play? They're like, no, no, no. We
He
don't want
chose the
your.
choreography. Like he chose everything. So I mean,
Nah,
yeah.
that's what they tell you.
I mean,
And
he
Donald Trump is the president, So like, it's like
what?
that's what they want to tell you, bro.
I suppose,
At the
but
end of the day, it's all ran by shady, dark people like Jay Z.
that's crazy. Jay-Z's black and you call him Shady
Yeah,
Dark.
he actually does have a lot of like crazy shit that he's done in his
Well,
past.
yeah, no shit. He killed his own brother.
Well, there we go. Look, you're trying to say it's crazy. I call him shady and dark.
But that's the people that are in power. But that's besides the point. I think that it's just like there's no more like then it's just like everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like whatever. But who
It
cares?
is.
But I just think like he just did like the most commercial personally my personal opinion is Kendrick did the most commercial thing possible. It was like these are the most mainstream songs that are supposed to hit the mainstream market. Like the songs that he played are the songs that are like this is good for the mainstream. Like you said, at the end of the day, if you would play like Blacker the Berry, Sweeter the Fruit, whatever the fuck, it wouldn't hit
Why
as
it's called
hard.
Blacker the Berry.
Oh, okay, it wouldn't have hit. It wouldn't have hit as hard for one. So I think yeah, he avoided that at all costs. And so, and then the people
Hey,
saying
but
that,
he even called him out because Samuel L. Jackson said on the thing like, this is so black, this is so ghetto, this is so loud. Why are you guys playing this?
But that's because rap in general, like
I
hip hop in
know, but he
general, is
called
just
them
black
out.
and ghetto. Like, but that was the whole point of Samuel's part, was to
Yeah,
be like, oh, this isn't.
he's basically saying what the people are saying right
Yeah,
now. Kendrick knew what they were gonna say, and he did it anyway.
it's so crazy. They show clips of the news, and then they're like, they should have had fucking it's some country singer. They should have had the country singer open, and then Donald Trump do like a rally, and then Shane Gillis do like 5 minutes of comedy, and that would have been the best Super Show ever. It's like just a lineup of white guys.
The white people.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Is it that one fat country performer?
I
Jelly
don't know.
Roll?
No, not Jelly Roll. Morgan Wallen. Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Oh, okay. You hate Jelly Roll?
No, Morgan Wallen.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I always hear about him. I hate him. Did you see Marcus Jordan? This was a while back, but he got fucking charged with the DUI for on the motherfucking on the train tracks, bro. He was doing on the train tracks, bro. So I guess my boy, I don't know how the fuck he turned onto the train tracks, bro. And the cops, like, he called the cops on himself to get him out of there. And the cops were like, no, bro, you're clearly we can smell alcohol on you and shit. And then at one point he's like, I'm Michael Jordan's son. And they did not get one fuck. They send your Michael Jordan's son ass to jail still.
Yeah. But, well, that's like what happens. I mean, that's what they say happens. You know, always like a poor kid that becomes rich isn't going to be like how they were because they've had everything, you know?
So does that mean that Michael Jordan is out here doing too?
Yeah, probably. Or he did used to, at least back in the day.
At one point he was
Yeah, everyone like does cocaine. Like when you do cocaine or you like hang around people,
you're gonna get demonetized.
We're not monetized.
You gotta.
And cocaine's not a bad thing. They don't monetize over cocaine.
Oh, okay.
You can
let's do it then.
Like,
let's do something.
Suicide is one of them. You can't talk about. You can't talk about rape. You can't talk about.
Well, you just gotta demonetize because you just said all of them. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, but.
So anyway, yeah, fuck Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. What do you got next?
We got motherfucking. Can you just pop up the picture? Cause it's gonna be so weird to like think it's in Japan. I think they have knit grills.
Oh, you have to send this to me. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like grills that are knit. It was on Stay Grounded, I think, but the guy's wearing like a knit bucket hat, and then he has knit grills, and oh, bro, my teeth just hurt looking at the picture. I saw the picture, so now all of you guys have to see the picture because holy fuck, it just looks so weird. Can you put knit stuff in your mouth, bro?
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Let's pause. Let's say,
imagine your grandma like, here you go, honey. I got you some knitted grills to put them in. And then you're like, like it would.
I just want normal grills, bro. Yeah. Fuck all this other shit.
I need grills, bro. My teeth are fucked.
That's fine.
I need fucking.
Your teeth can be fucked.
Yo, can you guys subscribe so I can get some dentures?
Some veneers,
please, yo. Subscribe.
If we just want to get my boy veneers, please subscribe for the veneers.
Please, we need some.
That'd be crazy.
So Blasey went to the trade show.
Where
you go find all of the brands and stuff.
Yeah.
And he found a fake of his thermal. It looked like it was vinyl press and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know. We talked about what he thought about fakes and stuff, and he said he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
And it showed right there that he really did not care.
Also, stay grounded. Please fix your caption. They're not selling. They don't sell at sourcing. Unless you're in the selling side, and the side where they were at was just the manufacturing stuff. So please fix your caption. They were not selling fakes at sourcing. They manufacture fakes.
So yeah, it's funny though that his reach is that big that the guy didn't even know what nothing personal was or anything, but they still faked the shit.
Well, because you gotta realize these Asian people don't. They have no idea. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. The reach though is that big that they literally faked this piece, like to the T, like down to the everything basically, except for the quality.
Well, yeah. But, that's what Temu is, like they just fake everything without.
The guy even asked him like, "Oh, you make your stuff on Alibaba?" And he was like, "Yeah, because that's where it came."
Yeah, that's just. As soon as you upload any pictures or files on Alibaba, just know it's as good as
Temu, huh?
Yeah, it's done. Don't send any mock-ups or anything till you're ready to execute, because if the manufacturer thinks your shit's fire,
how do you feel about those people that be like playing with manufacturers? They be like fucking.
That's fucked up. Don't waste their time. They're really nice people. If you can build a really good relationship with them, they'll work with you. They'll fuck with you. They'll hook you up. They'll give you the best quality work. They'll work with you with as many things as possible. Don't waste your time. Pay your samples. Fucking pay them. Simple as that. Don't talk to a manufacturer if you don't got the money.
Bro, me and my plushie manufacturer are like this, bro.
Yeah, don't waste your time. Don't do any of that shit. And yeah, if you don't have the money, don't talk to him at all. Don't even text him. Like until you have the money to do shit. Unless you're trying to get a quote and all that, but specify I'm just looking to get a quote on something. There you go, simple as that. But even then, like, yeah, if you're not money ready, don't hit them up. They're busy.
Why waste your time?
Why waste your time? Why waste your time? Like imagining, just dreaming. Like
imagining.
Yeah, like no.
That's crazy.
Go get a fucking credit card. Go get a fucking loan. What is it, like 50?
46. Oh, God damn. We're almost done here, sir. We're saving the best for last, I guess. Fucking Nigo. You guys know Nigo. He's done stuff with Bathing Ape. He's done stuff with Human Made. You know, he's done stuff with Louis Vuitton, with Nike. You know, Nigo, he's cool. Yeah. Some may say that he's
too cool.
He's
way too cool.
He owns a matcha shop in Salt Lake. You know.
That's crazy. That's racist. That's crazy racist.
So
that was crazy.
What?
You said that?
You said that's my Nigo.
I said that's your Nigo. I didn't say Nigo owns a shop in.
Well, that's what you said one time, that he's my Nigo.
Yeah, I said the way that he admired you.
Oh, okay.
And you just said that he's Nigo because he's Asian.
No, but you said that.
I said he's like your Nigo, the way he admires you.
Exactly.
I didn't say you're Pharrell. I said
I am.
I said it's like Pharrell.
And it's not Pharrell. It's Pharrell. Pharrell Williams.
You're fucking feral, you fucking cat. What the fuck?
It's feral, okay?
All right, continue. So Nigo, my Migo.
Yeah, so Nigo, he is now the creative director of a chain of stores in Japan called Family Market. So it's basically like a Smith's or whatever of Japan, you know. I think that's really cool. I think it's a cool thing that he's gonna be, you know, creative directing like a grocery market. I'm excited to see what he brings to it. Hopefully, like it's like a cool aesthetic and stuff. And I want to see like some fucking human made food, you know? Like I want to see like some shit like that, bro. What do you think?
I think it is dope, like you said, having those markets and like food chain. You said earlier, you know, before we started recording, like it just shows like what you really can do. I think you always have to think like investment wise, always like outside of the picture. Like the clothing shit's cool, but you know, unless you are a Nigo or a Pharrell Williams, and even Pharrell has like the music stuff, but like if you're a Nigo who's made it work for so long, you know, like then it's fine. But you always got to look at other investment routes because what is that? Skin,
bro. Stop, bro. Get on the topic, my boy. Get on the topic. Let's go.
Yeah, I think you always gotta look at other investments. You know where you can put your money to keep making more money. Like if you got the clothing stuff unlocked, that's cool. Like if you can keep it going, and then just realize, like you always gotta look for more sources of income, regardless. You know, like steady income is always cool, but how can you get like 3 different sources of steady income? Yeah, you know, you gotta take it to the skin sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think Nigo's killing it out here. I mean, I don't know, bro's like, I want to get on that level where like fucking the convenience store wants to collab with you, bro. Holy fuck.
I think that's cool too, yeah, because you can do like little, you know, like human made collabs with fucking whatever the store is called or some shit, you know, like.
Yeah.
I think that's very dope. It gives it like little collectible
some skincare products and shit.
Vibes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe make some condoms or something.
I definitely want to. I mean, ever since I saw Born and Raised do condoms a few years ago.
What would you do? Well,
I mean, there's only so much you can do. Like you can only do the wrapper.
I don't know how big of a market it would be to like make your size condoms, bro. Because like not a lot of people.
I would go like pieces, you know? I would just go with the Magnum size because Magnum fits all. Like
it does. They're too big for me.
No, they're not.
They're like too wide.
This is like, did I tell her what I asked you in the car?
Yeah.
But
this motherfucker. They're too wide for me though.
All right.
So it's like this.
You don't have enough girth?
No, it's like this. Shout out more about nothing.
You'll be fine.
It's like this.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the only hard thing with condoms. I guess you gotta make all sizes, small and large. But
an extra small for me if you want me to buy some.
That's crazy.
Extra small.
There's no way you're extra small.
And like the biggest pack you have.
I know you're packing, bro. You be wearing them skins.
Nope.
Yeah, you be.
No. So then fucking, the last thing we have here is Kanye. Kanye West is out here. Shout out Kanye. He's doing amazing stuff.
Bro, look, this is gonna be all right. This is gonna be very controversial here. I'm glad it's at the end because nobody is watching. But I've heard a lot of girl brain conversations about the whole Bianca and Kanye thing, where Kanye's hypnotized her and brainwashed her. And bro, if she wanted to leave, she would. Like nobody's got a gun to her head, bro.
You think?
Yeah.
He's got the nos to her head.
Like
he's got the nos to her mouth.
If she really wanted to leave, like. I think it's all like media stunts, like, oh, they're getting divorced, and then they're not, and then they are again. Like, I don't know, bro. You chose that life, you know, like.
You saw what he was doing. Why'd you even marry him to begin with?
Yeah, he was already crazy before y'all got together, and you were like, you know what? He seems like a really good pick for me. And so I mean,
that's like being like going to like a stripper girl, and next thing you know, being mad that she strips, like. Motherfucker, that's what you chose. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like going like a bitch that does like fucking OnlyFans or something, and then be like, "Why are you doing OnlyFans?" Like, motherfucker, that she was doing that before we met her, bro.
I mean, unless you're giving me a pay cut, we're good. But
so it's just like, I mean, I understand trying to change him. You know, maybe she was like, "I can change him. I can fix him."
There's no fixing that man. That
man
is
Kanye,
too far gone, bro.
You can fix some people, but Kanye is not the one that you can fix.
Kanye's been over the edge for like the last 20 years, bro, and people are just realizing it. Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, Kanye was way past. I think.
Did you buy one of those shirts?
Huh? No.
It was 20. I couldn't pass on
it. Did you actually?
No, fuck no. You're not getting that order if you bought one, bro.
I think you are.
There's no way Shopify shut your shit down.
Yeah, but they're still shipping it.
They're refunding that shit, bro. There's no way.
I don't think so.
If you bought one of those, if you bought one of those, unsubscribe, please.
No, so look, listen. That shirt's gonna do numbers.
You think?
Yes, numbers. It's gonna go crazy, especially in the era that we are in right now with like the whole Donald Trump stuff. Like, we are getting political. A lot of these white supremacist people are just like these whole Nazi things are feeling overpowered right now. And so you don't think Kanye dropping off some like Nazi shit is not? They're not gonna be like, oh look, he supports it. I should buy this.
If I walk into fucking Keegan's store and he has the Kanye fucking Hitler collab, I am leaving, bro.
Yeah, but that's not the type of people that are gonna be buying it. That's what I'm saying. Like the market that's gonna actually buy the T-shirt.
But where are they gonna get it from?
What?
The shirt.
The people that are buying that shirt, they probably would have ordered it. Bro, you hear someone selling a Nazi shirt online and you're into Nazi memorabilia and that's your thing, you're on that shit.
You're not getting that T-shirt, bro. There's no way Shopify.
Someone got it already.
That's cap.
Bro, I saw it.
You know how many vinyl people, shout out vinyl, bro. You know how many people do vinyl now?
It was the whole shirt and everything.
That's cap, bro.
But no, and they're shipping them. Like,
they're not shipping them.
There's no way he's not doing it.
$5 bet right here, they're not shipping them.
They're gonna do it. Bet. I don't know.
$5 bet.
Well, we gotta see if they even go back up on. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it.
All right. Well, there you go. Now you know you're not shipping them. You don't even believe in yourself.
Well, we gotta see if they even get back on. Like,
why would they let that get back onto the website?
Because it's
also how bad that makes Shopify look.
It's not. A Shopify
we're letting a fucking.
It's not a Shopify thing though. Like, if you're paying for their service, it's not on Shopify to control if they let.
They do regulate though. Like, you can't sell Gucci on Shopify. They'll take it down because then Gucci's gonna come for them. Like, why are you guys letting them sell this?
Well, there should be a contract there. Hey, hire me Shopify. I can get the contracts, get you out of this.
Oh my god, get Shopify out of this?
Yeah, no. I think Kanye. That's the other thing. Like, as long as Kanye, if he does have, like, if he has to use a third-party browser type shit like that, where he's got to go through Shopify, yeah, they're never gonna sell. But I mean, I think he's gonna sell them regardless. If he has stores, he said they were gonna do store pop-ups. You know how crazy,
the Kanye collab,
insane that's gonna be. Like, Nazi shirts at a store.
That's crazy, bro.
It is insane. My boy Kanye, it's about time to log off, bro.
Log off of life? Yeah. They need to deport Ye from the planet. Like, they need to send him to, like.
They need to just put him in an insane asylum.
Type shit. And then he's gonna, like, fucking. Like, he's gonna.
The only thing I can say is if he drops the most fucking hardest album ever.
What is he gonna drop?
No, he can't drop anything.
The Hitler collab album?
Nah, bro. He's got to be like, I love everybody.
It's gonna be him with an armband and his arm raised in the sky for the album cover. Bro.
If he did like a Michael Jackson song, the one that's like, we are the world, we are the people, or whatever, like, for everybody, I think it would bring him back.
And then it's like, fuck the Jews or some shit?
No, like, he would have to love the Jews too. It's funny how, like, he said fuck the Jews, they froze his accounts. And then he was like,
but when he says fuck Virgil, nothing happens.
No, but then he was like, I'm just kidding. And so they unfroze his accounts again. And then he goes, you know what? I was just playing. I actually do hate the fucking Jews.
That's crazy.
He's like, you gave me my money back. Fuck you guys, actually.
I go back on it.
Yeah. I mean, shout out Kanye. You give me stuff to talk about, but it is what it is.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, this is today's painting.
Yeah.
It's the hoodlum pig.
That's fucked. That's how it looked like to you?
I said the hoodlum pig. I didn't even say Omar, bro.
Damn.
That's crazy. Is this
you
what
call
you
me
look
a pig
like?
every day.
Is this
The other day you said I'm a fat warm pig, you asshole.
Warm pig?
Yeah, I was like, I'm warm. You're like, yeah, you're a fat warm pig.
I was cuddling him.
All right, guys. Well, we love you guys.
You know, like
what? Look at all of Gooba's topics.
These are my topics. You know, like what pig titties are? That's what your nipples look like.
Thanks.
I don't think it's
thanks or fuck you.
It's fuck
whatever it means.
All right, love you guys. Peace.